of years learning the hard way not to give a shit what anyone else thought of me. And while I might not love my nose, my outfit today was as snatched as always. A form-fitting maroon coverall that matched my cherry docks, unzipped to the waist to flaunt a black and white checked top and a black bandana. Plus my signature white shorty moto jacket. I might not be the best ghost hunter on YouTube, but I was damn sure the best dressed. I gave the camera a wide smile. Hey there, hunters. Welcome back to Paranormal Activity. I'm your host, Cara. And with me, as always, ready to provide spiritual security, is the Catholic commando herself, the one and only masked exorcist. Holly grinned through red and gold polyester and did a bicep curl with her Bible. Today, we're at the old Stossel paper mill. Founded in 1926, it was shut down in the 80s. While it was operating, the mill was a nightmare of acid burns, dust explosions, crushings by giant logs, all the sorts of traumatic deaths primed to generate hauntings. I made my face go somber. Sadly, not all the deaths are historical. A little over a year ago, local high school senior Aiden Reyes lost his life in one of these buildings, leading to renewed calls for the site to be torn down. I paused respectfully, then grinned. Which is why we're investigating while we still can. Now let's go find some ghosts. I held the pose, giving myself padding for the edit, then relaxed. Holly ran back to the phone. Got it! All right, let's move in. I slid my backpack off my shoulder. Holly picked up the tripod and grimaced. Do we have to go inside? Yes. Obviously. I pulled out my mag light. A headlamp would leave my hands free, but it was literally impossible to look cool in a headlamp. Yeah, okay. Holly still didn't sound happy. I took a closer look at her. You're scared. No, she made an offended face, then snorted. I mean, okay, yes, it's just that guy died here. Yeah, and if it turns out he's an angry ghost, you can go all Matthew, Mark, and Luke on his ass. Just not until I've recorded it. I wasn't quite as cavalier as I sounded about tromping through somebody's tragedy. It was one of two reasons I'd agreed to put off hunting in the mill for this long, despite its convenient location. But then yesterday, I'd gotten the letter. Dear Cara, the admissions committee has reviewed your application and, unfortunately... That had clinched it. Finding a ghost was now officially my only ticket out of Stossel's suburban purgatory, and there was no time to waste. If that meant dancing on some upperclassman's grave, then lace up my fucking point shoes. Holly wouldn't want to hear that, of course. A part of me wanted to tell her anyway, to remind her that this wasn't just a hobby for me, that some people didn't have their perfect life all laid out and humming along, ready to carry them away after graduation. Instead, I looped an arm around her shoulder. Besides, I said, wouldn't laying his spirit to rest be a good deed? She wrinkled her nose. Yeah, because that's totally why we're out here. Your subscriber numbers have nothing to do with it. I spread my arms. It's a virtuous cycle. Holly crossed her own arms, still holding the tripod. Whatever, I'm not worried about ghosts. I'm worried about becoming one, falling through the floor into some rusty chemical vat. Nobody even knows we're out here. Again, obviously. I softened. Look, people hang out here all the time. We'll just take a peek, okay? I tapped her arm gently with the flashlight. Besides, what are the odds we'll both fall into a rusty vat? You're so comforting. But she began walking toward the factory, using the tripod as a makeshift Steadicam. A tromped-down path through the grass skirted the big buildings with their concrete foundations and yellow-brown brick. Glassless windows with rotting frames offered glimpses of arcane machinery, tangled pipes, and mysterious tanks squatting in darkness. I shoved my phone inside to capture what I could. It might not be ghosts, but it was still atmospheric as shit.